This is why 99% of beginner DJs never learn how to beat match. And it's not really what you think it's going to be. This is going to be drilling down exactly the process that you need to go through to learn how to beat match. So check out these two mixes right here and you let me know which one sounds better.
Somebody's watching me and my anxiety.
Do you ever feel like you're banging your head against the wall trying to figure out how to beat match and it's just never working? The beats are never matching up. They're always clanking. You always sound like shoes in a dryer. You're not alone. Most tutorials on the internet are going to give you the basics, but they're never going to really dig into exactly the reasons behind why your beats are not matching up, why you're kind of messing up, why you're hitting the sync button and nothing is syncing. Forget everything you've learned so far. Today we're going to break down exactly the process that you need to do to learn how to beat match within 5 minutes. So stay till the end of this video. I'm going to be dropping mad fire for you. What's up, y'all? My name is Andrew Lindley, and if you're looking to level up your DJ skills, you came to the right place. The DJ Connect is where we come together and you get to learn the issues that are holding you back as a DJ. All right, so hidden truth number one is not just about counting bars. I know we've been over this a million times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. If you don't understand how to count beats, then you're never going to understand how to count bars either, and you're never going to get there. I know it's really boring and it's annoying to have to do this process over and over again, but the only way that you can ever learn how to beat match is by learning this process. When it comes to beat matching, you have to follow the rules of music or you're never going to get there. DJing is no different than when it was 60 years ago. We're still beat matching the exact same way that they were beat matching when they had vinyl, except now it's a million times easier and someone should be able to learn this within 5 minutes. So I'm going to jump into Serato and really break this down visually for you. So hopefully this can help you out a little bit more. First off, super important, you're going to want to be using extended DJ intro mixes. If you're not using extended mixes, you're going to have a big problem learning how to do this because you're not going to understand that they were made by DJs for DJs. So every single intro edit follows the exact same bar structure. The first 8 bars of the track are going to be instrumental, and this can sometimes be different, but the last 8 bars as well are going to be instrumental. That's a good place for you to start because the word is beat matching. Like you're taking one beat and matching it with another beat and putting them together. Every time I talk about beat matching, like I will tell you, it's essentially just using Legos the way that I DJ. Like within those 8 bars, now you can do anything. Like if you're dropping the instrumental on the chorus, now you can stem out the chorus and then run that instrumental and you've just created a remix on the fly in the club live. So it's very simple, or you can start scratching 4 bars. All right, so let's check out this track. Even Serato knows what's going on. Serato can count it with us. The cue point's in the wrong place, but that doesn't matter because we're human beings and we know that that's wrong. If you don't know that this was wrong, like it started over here, if you didn't know that that was wrong, just literally by looking at it visually, then you got some problems and that's where you need to start. But if not, like we can visually look at this, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. And it's all built here. Even if you just came down here, you hit this loop right here, it's broken down for you. It shows it 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. And it doesn't matter what tempo. Like let's pick another one, extended mix over here, the chemical. Let's hit that 4 bar loop again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it doesn't matter what the tempo is, you have to be able to do that. And if you can't do that, you've got some serious issues that you have to break it down to. On my last video, we talked about just using the drums to beat match? Let's do that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. So you need to understand this. This is the book work that, like, for me, I never went to school. I didn't make it through high school. I got no graduation, but I'm out here DJing. Had I stayed in school, like if I went to music class and really spent my time to learn what they were teaching me in music class, I would actually probably been a lot further figuring it out, like looking at what other guys were doing and how can I kind of emulate this. But now it's so simple. Like we got YouTube, it's broken down right here. And then from here, I just use mathematics. Like if I want to mix in, we want to mix in this anxiety scooter blend over here. We got a 124 and a 123. Math will tell us that BPM must equal BPM. That's kind of the only rule apart from like beat matching. The BPM must be the same BPM. Like you can't mix a 122, 123, and 124 unless you bring them all to the exact same BPM. Once you do that, of course, like then you have the control over it. That's why we have pitch faders right here. That's why you can mix up the pitch. You can mess around with it. But until they're the same, like all you do with this sync button right here is you're syncing the BPMs together. Once you got that, it all comes down to what your skill is from there. So let's hop back into this. We're going to count out these 8 bars as well, so you can kind of understand this with me. Until you can understand the process of bars as well, that's something that's really going to hold you back. So we're going to count this out. I told you that these intro edits have 8 bars of instrumental. Like you can just look at it up here in the timeline. We'll roll over to here. Look at this, 9. What happens at 9? The track changes. Or like starts, because essentially this is going to be your first bar, but it's your first bar out of the extended intro. So bar number 9 is where the track starts. Knowing that, let's go take another intro track over here. 140. So we're going to sync this down. It's going to be a huge difference. Maybe we'll kind of meet in the middle here at 130. But let's count this out together. And then I'm going to show you at that 9th bar, I'm going to drop in this new track. I'm going to stem it out. And then I'm going to create a remix right here on the spot. They're actually the same key as well, so it's going to sound pretty good. So let's count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7. And now we're going to run it. Let's go! And then we can do the exact same thing as well on the opposite way.
I stepped off in the club on a Friday night, looking for a man that'll do me right. First move that I made was on the dance floor, broken down one time, then I went from
sounds hot too.
Action was having that. So this young player didn't through the crowd. Looked over to my left and told my girl, hey, if I see him again, I'm half a second.
So what did we learn here? We learned that this 8 bar idea that we're given, like this is built by DJs for DJs. You can literally, as long as you follow this, you're just taking like 2 Legos. You're taking this intro, clicking it in to the track wherever you're coming in. Like where we started there, it was just the 9th bar, so the start of the track, but it still worked the exact same way. So with this second track too, let's just count it out so that we know what's going on again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, let's go! So as you can see, like they're built. This is how I know how to like mix forever. Every DJ on the planet who's professional, who knows how to do it, is able to mix for hours on end. We're able to, party at the club too while we're supposed to be working. And we have no problem doing this because the whole idea of beat matching is just so easy and so simple to do. It's just that comprehension piece that a lot of people miss. And a lot of the time, what I see from a lot of guys is just the music that you're working with. Like you're working with a track that, let's see if we can find one that does this. Yeah, so right here, you're just going to take like a regular track here. You're going to think that you're just going to drop that, right? A lot of people think they're just going to start it from the start of the song and hit play and you're going to be good. But this whole beat grid, this whole everything on here is kind of messed up. Right there, like that is your downbeat. Most guys are not going to be starting here on this beat because they don't understand. They're going to think that they're just starting here. And if you start there, like you got a lot of problems. You're dropping, like what Serato thinks right now is, let's drop this loop again. Serato thinks that the bar starts here. So what you should be counting is like 2, 3, 4, 1. But if you were counting this to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope you're actively listening at how that does not sound correct. Like you might even be able to mix this in right here. Let's sync it back up. Bring it down a bit. It's like, it's so hard to make this work because your brain is fighting against itself. So hopefully you guys have understood this part. You have to understand this part. This is the most important part of beat matching. Until you can understand this and you can do this in your sleep and you can do this song on the radio, you can do this visually, like get rid of your eyes. If you're not using your ears, you got a big problem. Beat matching is super important to be able to do this by ear. By doing it by eye is amazing. Now in 2025, like it's amazing. I don't even use headphones anymore. But if you can't do it by ears, you're going to have a big difficult problem. There's so many different things out there that you got to be thinking of. You got to be thinking about, like, is this chorus going to be 8 bars as well? Is this cue point in the right position? If I drop it on the verse, should I be mixing it twice? Should I be looping that instrumental twice just so that I match up? Because we know that usually verses are going to be 16 bars and my intro is only 8 bars. There's so many things that you got to think about. But when you really break it down, it's very simple. And let's be real, like beat matching takes time, consistent practice over and over and over again. Like back in the day when I had a CDJ, the amount of times that I had to tap that cue button, 1, 2, 3, drop, 1, 2, 3, drop, 1, 2, 3, drop. DJing is also muscle memory. It's also being able to hit that button at the exact right time. Like if you saw it in this if you saw it in this video, go back to the start of the mix, the first mix that I dropped. Because I'm using a keyboard here, I was a little bit off. So I had to come over here, I had to nudge it, I had to use the pitch bend. If you don't know how to use the pitch bend, this is something that you also need to be working on. There's a lot of things that you gotta open your mind to, and a lot of things that you gotta be dealing with, controlling. And that just all comes down to this process of beat matching. You're never going to become a ninja overnight. You're not going to be able to scratch overnight. But even when you're talking about scratching still follows the exact same principles that we're learning here. Like when you're doing a baby scratch, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and like the faster you get, you're just kind of moving faster, doing something different, but you're still following these rules. So these are not just like, maybe you should learn how to do this. Like if you want to become a DJ, you have to learn this. You have to. Super important. But just know you're not going to learn this overnight. So don't think you just like got this. You have to put the time in. You have to practice every single day. Consistent, proper practice. And if you know me, you know the 5 P's. Proper practice prevents piss poor performance. That's 6 P's, you know? I'm gonna add in that piss poor performance. And the third truth is just you're not listening actively. Like we kind of really broke it down in the last example of when I dropped the mix on the wrong, like I dropped it on the clap. It was beat matching, like it was there, it was kind of working. And because you were just like, you just had like this synth in the background, it sounded like it was okay. Like this is something that might work, might not work. But the more that you listen to it, you're thinking to yourself, no, this is wrong. Something's wrong here. Because you're counting on the wrong beat, right? We were counting on the clap. So let's just go back to it. Let's look at it again. And this is what Serato is giving you too. Like this is what Serato thinks is going on. And like this is why you can't rely on the sync button. You can't rely on Serato to do this for you. You have to be able to do this because Serato right now is telling you that like if you hit the sync button and you drop these both and you sync them up, you're gonna have a really, really bad sounding mix because you're counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When really, let's drop it right here. Let's see how this sounds. And this comes down to your active listening. You got to be listening intently. You got to be listening and know what you're listening for, right? Like right now, this is going to show that the mix is off. Like it's showing that my downbeat is over here. Why would you be looping it in here? But let's listen to this. Let's listen to it properly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me just get rid of this too. I think this is an original track. That's why I picked it for this example. But let's just count this out. We'll see where it enters. It looks like it enters on the 4th bar, but it enters on the 4th bar because it's not an extended intro. Yeah, I already went through this music and fixed it all up, so I don't have the extended version. If the extended version was there, it would be perfect. But right here, let's count this in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3. Let's go. Oh, it's still going. So it did. It still followed 8 bars, but this is an original track. That's just kind of how it was produced. And you need to know that because there's so many different tracks out there that are just produced in so many different ways. Like tracks can come in out of nowhere. It looks like this one comes in on the just on the 2nd bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. So on this one, it's coming in here at the 3rd bar. And the second that you start introducing new things like vocals are the thing that mess new DJs up all of the time. Having it like vocals on top of a track, and the second 2 vocals start clashing, that's it for the track. Like let's just jump here. Let's jump here. Let's beat match it just so it's correct.
I got off the floor trying.
All right. Actually, these are way different BPMs here. So let's run this one. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run this as a remix. We're going to remix this right now. We're going to sync it up. It's already synced up. We're going to run this remix here. But as soon as the vocal comes in, again, 9th bar, you can see it right here. So we got our vocal here. You're going to see what happens the second that this vocal comes in. It's going to clash. It's going to be terrible. So, all right, let's go. So it's good. Like you can't say that. All right, the vocal's coming in right now. Luckily, he's just ad-libbing, but you can see that like now you don't know what's going on. You don't know what part of what song is what. So a big rule that you need to know right now is vocal does not ever mix with a vocal. If you're trying to mix vocal on vocal, just stop right then, stop right there. And I did tell you guys I was going to give you guys a massive hack. It's 2025 right now. We got stems. This is the biggest beat match hack on the planet. If you don't know about this hack, it's over. Beat matching is 2 words. Beat matching. So why aren't we just using beats, right? Let's pick 2 beats. Pick them. All right. Like, simple. But I know that looks simple. Imagine we had it was just off by, half a beat. What does that sound like? Nah, that ain't it, right? So even just this small little tweak, if you miss just the tiniest little thing, you're going to be in for a world of pain. Thank you guys for staying till the end. If you guys need help with your DJing, beat matching, you're still not getting it, I do one-on-one coaching all the time where me and you can line up on Zoom. We can work together and literally figure out exactly what's going on. Maybe you're dropping it in the wrong place. Maybe you're using the wrong music. You don't have your cue points lined up. There's so many just little tiny tweaks that within seconds, I'll be able to tell you, oh, that's what's going wrong. Oh, that's what's going wrong. Like, you went out there, you spent all this money, you got yourself a Rev 7, you spent $3,000 buying a Rev 7, but you don't know how to use it. You're just going to let it sit there collecting dust, go in the garbage because you don't want to figure out how to beat match. Link me up, drop a comment, thedjconnect.com. I'll see you on the next one. Let's go.